Hello, and once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take you through a short series of stretches I do while I'm in the middle of my bike ride. And I do 3 different variations in 3 locations. And I start right here. And I just started to add this on to my routine just recently, and I really do like it. Of course, the key to stretching like this is to make sure you're taking big, deep breaths to relax your muscles. And again, I only just recently added this several days ago. And I really like it because I'm stretching my back of my legs, my hamstring, my calf, as well as my upper body. Normally I just come out here and hang before I do anything. Then I realized, hey, why not throw the legs up there? And that's good enough for now. And then what I do is I go ahead and I stretch my upper back in all 6 ranges of motion with my legs in different stretch positions. This will be my first stretch position. My leg is pretty much horizontal. And the first stretch I'm going to do is my back going forward and back. So there's 2 ranges of motion. What I try to do here is make sure I have good form. I'm not really concerned how far I go. I just want to make sure I feel a good stretch. And whenever you're stretching, the concept is, if you're stretching like this, to stretch to a point of discomfort and slightly back off, and you can hold it there for a while. But there are other stretching techniques that I'll explain in other videos. I'm limited by stretching this way, but it's all I can do in this position. Now I'm going to go ahead and lean right and lean left. There's a lot of ways I do this. Again, I'm trying to mainly lean to my right now. But I'm stretching my whole spine, so my head is going down, the middle section and the lower section. Going the other way. Again, I'm stretching all 3 sections of my spine. Once again, we're stretching forward and back, but the spine has 3 main sections. So we lean forward with the neck, then the middle, and then the lower. Same thing when we're going to the right. You drop the if I turn like this, you drop the head over. But now my next one is I'm going to go ahead and rotate to the right and rotate to the left. And the reason why I'm using this chin-up bar is obvious. I can grab a hold of it. And as you see, I'm stretching all 3 sections of my spine. First the head turns, then the middle, and then the lower part. And of course, every time we stretch one way, we always go the other. Now before I go to the other leg, I'm going to go ahead and stretch those quads a little bit better. And now the knee is a modified hinge, so it has 2 additional ranges of motion that the other hinges don't have. So I'm stretching those also right now. Now I'll go ahead and use my left leg forward. Again, I start off making sure I have good form. Tighten your abs, lean forward with all 3 sections of your spine. Making sure to breathe deep. Whenever you stretch one way, always stretch back the other. And this is not the best setup to do this. I could go a lot further if I had a rope to hang on to. I should do that next time. I'll work on that one. That won't be hard to figure out. Now again, we lean right, lean left. Start with the neck first, then the middle section. And now because I have this thing to hang up on, I can stretch this way, stretch that way. And of course we go the other way. Leaning to the left. And now we got the twisting. Try to maintain your form as well as you can. It helps to have a mirror to look at when you're doing this, to make sure your form is good. And again, I finished by doing the quads. And actually on a bicycle ride, one of the first things you really should stretch would be the quads. That's why I was hanging. And again, the stretch the knee this way also. And make sure it's stretching this way. Now I finish off by stretching the lower part of my legs, my calves initially, by leaning forward, my lower part of my body. It's not the upper part of the body that does it. It's not like this. It's with the lower part, the hips going in. That way you press the heels on the ground. This way you feel the stretch right smack in the middle of the calves. And you always stretch the muscle right underneath it. At the same time, the soleus muscle. And you feel that stretch go right down into the Achilles tendon. You take it back forward again, press the heels on the floor, press the hips forward, and come back down. Then you squat into it. So you have to kind of come back down, bend my knees, and take that stretch down lower. Now in the ankle actually has two joints down there. There's a subtalar joint that allows it to rotate one way or the other. So I like to do that also. Now I'm getting ready to come over here. I think I can leave this over here. I do the same thing over here basically to an extent. Get a better back stretch here, but it's hard to keep the balance. And we're going to be right, left, twist right, twist left, and change legs. Lined up, lean forward. Now back. Whoa! Oh, that feels so good. And lean right. And lean left. And we're going to twist it right, sit our left. Okay, now the next one I'm gonna do over there, and I don't know if I can swing the camera around and focus it around. I think I'm gonna move you around, so I don't know if I'm gonna edit this or not. Let's go for a ride. Yeah. Got one more stretch to do, and I just started using this one recently. And if I keep this going, I'm gonna have to quickly make sure I'm in the camera, the picture that is. So, turn that slightly over that way, focus this back around. Do I need to do anything different here? Oh, I guess this should be good enough. Am I going to edit it? I doubt it, but I'll show you what I'm gonna do. And I hope I don't need a towel for this. I'm gonna take a chance. Start off, make sure my shorts are all in that area right there. Now I'm trying to do a splits. Again, I lean forward. And lean back. Now this gives me an opportunity to show you one more part of the back that we can stretch. Oh, that feels so good. Oh! And that is the sternoclavicular articulation. Shoulders go up and down, forward and back. So in this position, I like to pull my shoulders back and lean back. Or I like to reach up. Again, the shoulders can go up and down, so when you can stretch up and do things. Now let's go right and left. Again, take it to my right. I can grab a hold of this and maybe pull a little bit. And then we go left. Again, we start with the head, middle section, and on down over. My favorite, turning right and left. Now I'm going to reverse this. And the other leg, I got a bad spot on my back. And when I twist in a second that direction, it feels heavenly. So I'm just going to quickly adjust this direction. And try to do that same routine. Forward. Try coming up. Just take your shoulders, raise them up, and lean back. Bring them up. Now let's bring them back. Pull them together, and lean back. And again, we'll take it to the right. And to the left. Now we're going to twist. Oh boy, I have an old back injury on my hip, and man, I can really feel like my hips are in a vice, and I'm cracking it. Feels great. Okay, that's it. Didn't think about having to talk to y'all after that and changing the camera for that, so I'm just going to finish down here. This is part of what I want to show you about stretching. I'm going to do another video where I actually show every joint we have, every range of motion we have, so you can customize your own personal stretching routine. And it's important to understand that most of us, when we do things throughout the day, we don't use all of our ranges of motion. And people think, oh, I'm just getting old, I'm aging, I can't touch my toes. I can't touch my toes. My God, there's a reason why you can't touch your toes. You're not moving your body. If you don't use it, you lose it. It's that simple, my friends. There's no reason why at any time in life we can't clean out our body, build a brand new body, learn how the body moves in every range of motion there is, and get out there and do it. Does it have to be that complicated? Of course not. You just get out there and be a kid and move your whole body. That's all it takes. And when you finally get to do that, ow! You're in for a treat.